Dawn skill to break down resources and modifications to destroy alarms and bandit camps to prevent them from calling reinforcements. Cracked symbol. It describes a weapon's ability to knock down opponents off machines. Well, components off machines. Damage. Make sure you visit merchants in every settlement. They sell an exotic array of hunting gear and resources. Clear corruption zones to make areas safer. All machines are dangerous, but even so, more so when corrupted. We know. Fires been.
Take Derval. Don't give him a rap on the knuckles and let him go.
Okay. Gotta find. Gotta find Naltuk in this cold. Well.
Said Array's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too
far. Oh, Glinthawks. I can hear them in the distance. And I like wearing this Banuk Werak outfit. It not only protects you, but it heals you up.
Looking out of that. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal.
And a control tower. Okay. Bingo! It's best to shoot them, blow them up, and then override them. Oh, you. Oh. Let's talk to Naltuk. Well, after I get the parts. Okay. Let's get this and that. Now let's talk to Naltuk.
Are you Naltuk?
I've been observing that tower for hours. How the damon's light pulses through it, repairing machines. You overcame it, just like that.
Kind of what I do. I'm looking for Araya. Can you help me?
She's...
Now Naltuk is voiced by Robbie Damon. He's done a lot of voice work. He played Prompto in Final Fantasy 15,
what she truly
Guilt Under
seeks
the
is
7
hope.
Deadly Sins,
After
and
what I
several
just saw,
others.
you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told
An advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
a lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end?
She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
Yeah, well first we gotta find Aurea.
Alright, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
Well, I better get going. Ah, the Frozen Wilds DLC. I can get that later. Right now I gotta go to the... Got ya. Gonna need that. Good enough for crafting tools. Found a campfire. And you'll see...
These must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
Doing. Yeah, I'll take the animal figurines for $100. Well, better get going. But up we go. Okay. I'll salvage that. We're up to the shaman's path we go. Here we go. Jack said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? It's now the mash. It's now the monster mash, the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. She did the mash. It caught on with the flash in the monster mash. Up. Up! Up we go! Yeah, campfire. Let's see what we have here. Now, this game got recently updated.
Pretty far up. The shaman's path must be. This must be one of the markers Natuk told me about.
Okay. Lights. Camera. Action.
Looks like each marker points to another, giving directions.
Let's go. Okay.
Deeper into the cold, creepy ice cave. Yep, focus can pick up the chimes. Should help me find my way.
Okay. Follow the chimes!
What's this chime for? To help guide the way with sound? If there's more, maybe my focus can find them.
And we have...
Took a wrong turn.
Well... Got what I needed, folks. Oh. Okay. That's the way I came. Let's go. Ah, the shaman's path. Ah, found one. Okay. There are stalkers in this area.
Another marker. Good.
If I catch a stalker, I'll give it to that crazy...
Okay.
But to that crazy guy.
Wait. Back?
Well...
The chime. Not sure I saw this fork before.
Well, you better be careful. There are stalkers everywhere.
Not this way. Then, where?
Yep. There's a stalker.
I see. Up.
The only way is up.
Stalkers. Better be careful. This should be enough fluid. These things are hard to catch.
And they can be a pain. Oh boy. Oh, wood chime. Wind chime. I'm a little rusty. Follow the wind chime, they say. Uh-oh.
Through here.
Yeah, it's on the bottom. Uh-oh, spotted. No, no, you don't. Another one. Those things are definitely... You... Those things are a pain, them stalkers. Up. Up again. Alright.
Done with the cave. So what's next on this path?
Okay. Boing. Well, gotta. Okay. It's like one of those Japanese bamboo thingies. Okay. Got it. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Let's go down. Ta-da. Alrighty then.
Where's this one? There it is. Down. Down. Up.
Yeah, I gotta fix those ladder parts.
There's the way up.
And I got... Ah, another pigment. Nice. Oh, man. I don't think I'm doing it right. Ah, there's the ladder. Up, up, up we go. Okay.
I need to pull the rope to move this thing into position. Okay, the bridge is filling up.
Alright, wait till it goes down. Got it. And gotta keep up or blow up. No. It's like a doggone teeter-totter. Up, up, I say.
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe out.
Okay. So, and what we have here, and it's a that is a frost claw down there.
Urban wasn't exaggerating. There's definitely something new out here. I don't think it's friendly.
Ditto. Okay. Oh, let's pull that. Let there be light. Well, flashlights, that is. Oh, right up there is the infamous snow frost claw. And there's a tower right there. Those towers can definitely heal the demonic machines. And doggone it. And now and we got company. Oh no. Got it. Huh. Oh no. Up, 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 up. Get. Ah, at least I busted up that tower. Have to be careful with that puppy. Yep. Come on, dude. Know that.
I gotta pick it up and move.
Uh-oh. Here it comes. And here comes the fun part. Come on. Got it.
Stereo machine down. Now back to finding Araya.
Alrighty then.
Means we've got to climb.
Yeah.
I'd have to ditch something.
Well. I busted up a tower. And now for something completely different.
What feels like out here.
A man with 3 buttocks. We've done that.
I should be able to get up there.
Let's back up. There we go. Da, da, da. Doing, doing. Ah. And
This must be the shrine Naltuk was talking about.
Here we go.
Guess I should take some blue gleam.
And just enough to get a bow.
Purples. Can see why it's worth a lot. Naltuk said Araya went past the shrine, up into the mountain. I'd better take those stairs.
Bannock territory is located in Montana and Wyoming. That's where Yellowstone Park is. And then that bandit camp is in the place where Yellowstone is. Okay. Let's see what we got. Fire break upgrades.
March 10th, 2046. I just spent 16 hours in here.
The guy who plays Kenny Chow, that is Kaiji Tang, who's a voice actor.
Fire break is going to need the brain power.
That's been in a number of anime shows. He played Guts in the 2016 Berserk series.
Every time she brushed by and I smelled her hair. Oh boy. I should just go to bed.
Yep. There's gonna be a few
strange equipment. What was this place?
And now nope. Let's see what we got here. Supply snafu.
This is Director of Security Blevins resending emergency supply.
That guy sounds like a snide
Try reading it this
douchebag.
time, okay? You weasels don't want me calling my people in SLC.
SLC is best known. It's also known as Salt Lake City. Ah, let's view the notebook. Oh well. And here's his message, Jess, that he says. Let me begin by spelling out quote-unquote disaster for you. A destructive event caused by a level of disturbance unmanageable via the application of ordinary resources. What you have given us is distinctly ordinary. Dummy's version. Give me what you need, or you'll be in an auto car to lay off city quicker than you can say code red. The list one more time. 3,000 MREs. No lasagna. 30 military-grade flashlights. No more junk store crap. 10 portable water pumps. Not 5, not 8. 10. 52s of fungicide. Where working underground spores happen. 15 hydraulic jacks. 12 replacement drone propulsion units. 50 holographic microdrives in a disaster. See definition above. It's absolutely critical to track all ingresses and egresses of the facility. I take our safety seriously, even if you don't. 50 almond scented extra soft data corrupted. Oh, that guy is a douchebag. He's a Blevins, the biggest douchebag in the recordings. OMG, Blevins!
Director of Security Blevins is writing us like a petty tyrant. I can't even sneeze without triggering his control issues.
Personal log. If Blevins reconfigures the pattern on the lambent orbicular door access one more time, then I'm gonna vomit all over it. Sure, I don't want some gift shop employee rooting around in the firebreak facility, but these measures aren't about security, they're about control. I wonder if Blevins gets in early to watch everybody try to solve the new pattern, perched over his little camera array in his big boy office. What a bridge troll. You'd think that a fraction of his fancy drone budget could go towards buying him some classier body spray? God help me and Kenny if he ever finds out about us. I've got 2 of those pigment thingies. And let's see what we got. The door again. Okay, I've been hearing that some of our staff members are having trouble with our state-of-the-art, ultra-secure, and absolutely necessary lambent orbicular door access. So here's the SLOW version. Again, the thingy in the middle is the source mode. Turn it on. Yeah, I know. Hard, right? Then you've got it to turn the other nodes so that the data stream containing your credentials gets back to the source. Some nodes are used to buffer, corrupt, or suspect data, so avoid those. Shouldn't be too tough, because you know they're red like a stop sign. I'm guessing you were taught this in preschool, but with this crowd, who knows? Anyway, that's it. Get the data stream back to the source, and the door opens. It's really not that tough. But if you need me to, I'll hold your hand while you give it a try. Actually, scratch that. Do it yourself. I'm not going to touch your hand. Okay.
Those nodes on the floor must be connected to the door.
Activate!
Something.
Ah.
These lights. These things turn, changing the flow of light.
And now...
right.
Bingo! Ah. And it's a bunker door. Ah, a data point. Come on. There you are. .6.
How am I going to explain to Kenny that Firebreak is doomed without a guiding intelligence advanced enough not only to think, but to feel?
Personal log, .6. What does it mean to quantify an intelligence anyway? You can't just assign a number on a continuum to a conscious mind and expect it to obey whatever arbitrary limit that number represents. There's no way around it. Without the supervision of a mind beyond human capacities, Firebreak is going to fail, and .6 won't cut it either. By pushing sentience, you inevitably generate a system that can experience emotion, wild, sloppy, unmanageable emotion. You're capable of abstract thought. You're capable of fear, like vast silver. I won't go through that again. I categorically refuse. Hopefully I can get all this across to Kenny. I like him. I like his lopsided little smile. I especially like those circles he makes with his hands when he gets excited about an idea. If we hadn't been flung together like this, maybe he and I... Well, no point in wool gathering. I wonder... Could an artificial brain experience this singular combination of desire and preemptive regret? Ah, vast silver. There's a lot about that. Okay. Open sesame! Up, up, up we go.
Fresh air ahead.
And now...
Out again. Maybe I can get back inside through that structure over there. Looks like I need to get to those stairs.
And this is a place of cyan, which is what Aurea is communicating with. And now let's go in.
I'm not much higher to climb. Maria must be close. She has to be in here somewhere.
Okay. Data point. Stage 2 complete. 2 YNPF all. Date December 23rd, 2046. Subject, first stage of main facility complete. Attention all staff. It's with pride that I announce the completion of the first level of infrastructure on our primary facility. This compound will be the nerve center for our project, and will require the team's continued best efforts to realize by the deadline. But even though there is much more to be done, you should be pleased with all you've accomplished so far. Please find attached a detailed plan for mustering out of the auxiliary space, which will serve as a contingency site as we proceed with the main facility. 90% of our personnel must be relocated by 5 p.m. Wednesday. If your name does not appear on the assignment list, please email Marissa, with me in CC. Your dedication, talent, and intelligence remain daily sources of inspiration. Dr. Kenny Chow, Project Director. Nothing here. Menu prank.
Someone hacked the menu board to display obscene messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room? Come on, people.
Okay. To YNPF all from Kenny Chow, BCC Dodd Blevins. Date December 3rd, 2046. Subject, hacking of menu board. Attention all staff at an assembly of our country's finest scientific minds recruited to address a great threat to national safety. It would be fair to expect more mature conduct than that demonstrated yesterday in the canteen. Mr. Blevins plays a crucial role in the successful execution of Firebreak, and is due the respect both of his title and of his many contributions to the project. Any further interference in the menu boards will necessitate my direct personal involvement. Dr. Kenny Chow, Project Director. From Kenny Chow to Anita Sandoval. Date December 3rd, 2046. Subject, forward hacking of menu board. Anita, was that you? Was it you? She's not fond of Blevins. Oh well. Open sesame! And here we have Aurea. Her room is...
Ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do? Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds? Ah! I can't help you if you won't speak. Whisper is all I ask. To guide me. How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
Okay. Ooh. Data point.
Kenny and I don't need to fight about the laundry, so instead we fight about incommensurability and restrictions on machine intelligence.
Okay. Personal log. I had an argument with Kenny this afternoon. When a couple's first fight hinges on the Turing Act, you know you're dealing with some real sexy nerds. I won the argument, I guess, but I'm less concerned whether or not I can pull this off. With the ethical implications of succeeding, I promised Kenny that the suite of coping mechanisms I've designed will help manage my emotional fallout from the software. But privately, I'm less confident. I'm a programmer, not a shrink. The minutiae of roboethics do start to seem less relevant when a refusal to supply Firebreak with the necessary conditions for its success comes at the cost of millions of lives. It's worth putting one's consciousness at risk to save so many others, isn't it? Ugh! Trying to solve this with numbers makes me feel like a sociopath.
Kenny and I don't need to fight about the laundry, so instead we fight about incommensurability and restrictions on machine
We know.
intelligence.
Ooh. Security measures. Anita, as much as I hate the fact that Blevins installed lambent orbicular technology on the tower, on the lower security door, I admit that for the auxiliary data center, it makes sense, especially given our goals for the central processing unit. I'm sure you're painfully familiar with the process by now, but just in case you need to forward instructions to your team. To access the system, activate the source node in the middle. Then manipulate the other nodes to direct the data stream with your credentials back to the center. Make sure you avoid the red nodes. They're used to isolate any corrupt or suspect data. I'm sure someday you'll thank Blevins for making our work so very, very secure. Kenny. Okay. Here we go.
I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
Not it. got it.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you.
And there's our other big bad.
I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is forced. Aurea.
Transmission terminated. You brought the spirit's voice back. You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's drum. She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy. Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I came all this way for answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
Actually, talk about the spirit.
You seem to have a history with this voice, this spirit.
She saved my life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my Werak. I was cut off, alone. I lured the enemy into the Rime Drift, hoping to lose them in the mist, but they endured, so I took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard her voice. A wanderer. Lost, like me. A spirit of the blue light, yet sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
The daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times. First here, then inside Thunder's drum. The last time... She told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something evil.
It's a monster.
Aimed at the daemon, and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again. Until today.
What did the spirit want from you?
She said she was... hurt. Incomplete. She needed bones. Parts not unlike what you'd find in a machine. They were here. In this room. She wanted me to bring them to Thunder's drum. So I did, and she showed me how to heal her. So began our communion.
What kept you from the spirit, after it begged for help?
I went to Artok, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him, I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's kestrels, and taken to Meridian in chains. I wasn't able to return to Thunder's drum until long after the liberation, not until last thaw.
You said you returned to Thunder's drum. That was the expedition that went bad. I saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there was finally peace with the Karja, Aratak and I gathered a Werak of great hunters to defeat the daemon. And yet, the old door to Thunder's drum was gone, replaced by a gate we could not pass, and many machines. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat, but we had already lost our best. We abandoned them to the snow as we fell back. After. You and I could not agree on what to do next. So I came here, hoping against hope to hear the spirit again. And because of you, I did.
You had a communion with the spirit.
Yes. Inside Thunder's drum is a room like this one, only larger, with an altar. I went there many times to speak with her.
What did she say?
She told me she was lost and needed my help. She asked questions about our lands, our tribe, and she listened. With patience. With wisdom. I told her things I long kept silent about my family, my dreams, my fears. She never tired of me. Never judged. We kept each other's company.
Aurea, what do you think the spirit is?
I see. You are not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar to you. You do not know of the blue light. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life, and in its purest form. Harmony. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world. And the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost soul. Cut off from what it needs. Lonely. Forsaken. I must help her. We must.
I'm not sure if I understand. But I want to.
That's all I need.
Bergren said you might know something about a man named Silence. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, the secrets soon follow. Or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's offered me help, but I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful. It will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes, but I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
Let's see if I've got this straight. We heard two voices. One you call the spirit, captured somehow by the one you call a daemon. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's Drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't. Thunder's Drum is dangerous, more than you can imagine. The daemon has secured it. Besides, Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain. And he can't be reasoned with.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Ha! There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. Well, you said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible, even for an outlander.
She's
An
overridden
Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge
machines.
if you were
She
known among the Werak.
overridden
Wait,
a tall neck.
Me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's Drum, don't you?
And
heard
find
the
out.
spirit. She's suffering, tormented by the daemon. She longs to be free.
I know.
And perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine. What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her, you'll definitely get noticed.
Is there a tall neck in the area?
Yes, near the frost figures. But it's been frozen in ice for generations. What does that have to do with anything?
It'll help. Trust me. Maybe even more than I thought.
If you say so. Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful.
Alrighty then. Alright. Nothing yet. Oh well. Alright. Gonna need a lot more. That's a lot of them.
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut. This must be the ruin Lorelei was talking about. Peeked in. Floated through, like she said. Snap moss.
Yep.
Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough.
Okay. Gotta be prepared for those things.
Gonna put up a fight.
Uh-oh. Ah, snap moss. Got ya. I don't know how many snap malls there are, but And there's... Got it. Fun. There are 2 more of them.
Just stay out of their way for now. They won't see it coming. Let's get on with it. tasty.
Ah. Scrappers.
Better be prepared.
Oh, I don't have time to deal with you. I gotta get going. Ooh, data point. Well, where is it? There you are. Return to Singapore. As the waters recede, the people return. Singapore, May 5th, 2043. A large pink-tinted rock marks the summit of Bukit Timah Hill, Singapore's highest point, at one time 164 meters above sea level. Charmaine Lowe records a self-hollow next to the rock, her bright smile contradicted by nervous fidgeting with her prismatic fake nails and 30 style subdermal jewelry. I thought I'd never see this place again. I still can't believe it's real, she marvels. Proud Bukit Timah has stood firm against time and weather, but the rest of Singapore has fared less well, with approximately a third of the island nation at less than 5 miles above sea level. Singaporeans like Charmaine were forced to abandon their homes as inexorable waters leached away their foundations throughout the snoring 20s. Now the surviving members of Charmaine's family are returning alongside many others. As global temperatures and sea levels stabilize, people come by air or by water. Some seek refuge from the deleterious effects of the Sataram River tragedy, whose costs still reverberate today. All hope to build new lives atop the collapse of the once stable and prosperous country. Singapore represents one of many states abandoned by their citizens in the aftermath of heavy coastal flooding. Questions surrounding ownership are difficult to answer. Government and law enforcement personnel fled air and fled far in advance of the country's devastation, and documentation of title is scattered at best. The plot of land on which Charmaine's childhood home once sat had belonged to the Lowe family for almost a data corrupted. Let's follow the river upstream.
Here we go again. That'll help.
Is it upstream or downstream? Right up here.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. It takes something you would once built.
Ah, right across from there. Another figurine. Found you. I'll be back. Okay, let's go to the... Ah. And campfire. This is a... Oh boy.
Well, somebody wanted in. Really blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Yeah.
Flooding
Okay.
detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the den?
Alrighty then. Let's see what we got.
Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing?
Here's a data point.
Alright, it's okay. Like, how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last Saskatchewan people to never see this place. Yeah. So.
Ah, secret show. Dear nobody. Message text. Dear nobody, as far as I can tell, that's who's gonna read this. Those spooky guys showed up today with that creep Blevins to take measurements of our workstations. And next week they start installing Faro servitors to do our job. Bye-bye, Shelley. Bye-bye, Laura. See you, never. Hope you enjoy basic income. God, it's gonna be weird to say goodbye to this place. When Quentin and I split, this was all I had. Thank God for a job where I could sit at a piano and press buttons and cry all day. Which I think is why we're doing this, hiding the tapes of our rehearsals in the dam. These tapes are our memories, our ghosts through them. Then we get to haunt this place, keep it human in some small way. The control room was where I was sitting when Laura came in dragging an old practice amp and a guitar behind her. Shells, she said. Girl, I was looking at schematics for this place, and I found the perfect practice space. The acoustics in this place, seriously bonkers, like echoing through the entire valley kinds of bonkers. Legit. You're gonna soil yourself when you see it. I remember asking, practice space? Peace, Shelley. The group that performed around here is a concrete beach party.
Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news.
Nope.
Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen?
Okay. You'll find an Oseram named Gildan trapped somewhere. I gotta find him.
The lock positions. Helpful.
Yep.
Another holographic interface. There must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area.
Haha! He's busy trying to kick that door.
There's our troublemaker. Doesn't seem to be as good at getting out as he is at getting in. Rough waters. No way I'd be able to swim.
Okay.
That Oseram must have forced his way through here.
Yep. Boing. And he's stuck. And he's trapped in that room.
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed.
Oh,
It's gone cold.
But nope.
well,
Nope.
she found him.
Not old Gildan.
You're welcome. Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke.
Yep.
Obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones. But one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice.
Oh, boy.
Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gildan. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands.
Well?
Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
Alrighty then. Ah, it's gonna be tough.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place.
Alright.
Would you mind heading across and doing the honor? You know,
That's...
I'm reminded of a delve I took out near the plant.
Well... Okay. Yep. Oops. Static water.
A tub of stagnant water. Charming.
Okay. Dun, dun,
That's what they
dun.
were for. It's marvelous. You made it. Now grab that valve and give it a spin.
On it.
There we go. got the ladder going.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Right you are. Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
There we go.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate.
And
a ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further.
whoa. Okay.
I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. How are we gonna get up there?
Looks like I could jump across on that rickety rusting platform. I'll find a way up.
Nice.
Got it.
Jump. Nice. What am I saying? That was stupendous. Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Okay. Doing, boingy, boingy. Ah, data point. Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Caught sellouts and runaway cowards. We see you. I forgot the words. Yeah. Shells, we started off so strong and then it all just imploded. Well, that's sort of my MO. No. Okay, switching gears. Bandit. We need one.
Okay. Damn family. Dear nobody, when I took this job, we had to watch this training hollow. And I remember probably 2% of the actual hollow. At some point, the hollow welcomed me to the quote-unquote damn family. And I felt like AJ... that was such a missed opportunity because they could have called it a damily and chose not to, but and BJ, the idea that I would ever think of any of my co-workers as quote-unquote family was pretty ridiculous. But then one day I looked up and automation had whittled 6 people down to just Laura and I was signing papers to dissolve the family I thought I had. And suddenly my last co-worker, with her faded tattoos and perpetually arched eyebrows, was telling me jokes and making me listen to bands I'd never heard of and cheering me up when I cried. Things were really good when it was just the two of us. We used to have these theme days. One time the sluice gates were open and we set up beach blankets on one of the catwalks in the intake tower and batted around this inflatable beach ball I had in my apartment for some reason. Laura messed around with the emergency PA and patched in a bunch of classical surf rock songs. We even put sunscreen on the bridges of our noses. Laura called it the quote-unquote concrete beach party. When Laura brought up band names, I knew pretty much right away that would be our name. Concrete Beach Party. There was never really any other choice. There we go. Ah, ladder, I think.
Oh, you're close, girl. Just spring across the gap.
Ha, got it.
Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Oops. Don't forget that.
Look out below.
Now we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you
Yeah.
check the valve on the other side.
If it's set up the same way on this side, I should look for an access tunnel.
Oh yeah. Oops. Up. Up we go, up we go. Welcome to stinky stagnant water. Oh. Alrighty then.
Okay, Gilden, turn the valve.
It's
Uh-oh.
not working!
Ugh.
Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Alright. Got it.
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again. Hang on, okay? I've got a plan.
Ah.
I can't jump straight to the counterweight from here. I could climb higher, but I won't.
Ah. Going down.
Going down. Almost low enough to jump.
Got it.
Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust. Not, would you say? Now then, where's that ring?
Good question. At least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gilden.
Very
There
big,
it go-
very,
there it
very
is.
big.
Just stay out of the way. I can get out of this.
Oh boy. I know he... Up, 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 up.
It's dead.
Got it.
Marvelous.
Okay.
Ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, I can't look.
Well, I've dealt with snap maws. They happen to be the worst.
Look at this. You were right. This thing did swallow the ring.
Okay.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. Never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit fortuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoil.
Right? Merch. We need merch.
Limited edition merch.
You're not a real man until someone vandalizes government property with your sticker.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
Okay. Message text. Dear Nobody, we spent an hour plastering our stickers all over that servitor. Well, I say quote-unquote stickers. They were sticky notes from my desk. We sold a presentation and design of other band logos, drawing little skulls and lightning bolts and broken hearts around the name. It's not like we had any actual work to do. When this began, we were told we'd be on quote-unquote on-site advisors, going through the motions of our duties so that the servitors could mimic our actions. But the government creeps, corporate creeps, same diff I guess, mostly ignore us or yell at us for getting in their way. The robo-scab's weird oval head kept swiveling toward us, and it kept asking, "Hello, is this relevant to my training?" as we tried to duck out of its line of sight, ruining its chrome finish with sticky notes and shushing each other's giggles. Afterward, Laura stood in front of the thing and goes, "Servitor, this is very important. This is how you greet Blevins, okay? It's a sign of immense respect." I mean, will the servitor actually give Blevins the finger? Probably not, right? But a girl can dream. Screw the man, Shelley. Ha ha! Guess they never liked Blevins. Because that guy's a douche.
We drained enough water for what we need to do, but I wonder if I could empty out the whole dam.
Alright. Ooh. Valves 101. Yo, Shelly, I'm trapped in servitor hell over here. Got in this morning, and as usual, that one half-baked chrome dolt was bumping up against the locked entry door in the reservoir room, moaning about quote-unquote requiring entry into the totality of the facility. Between its robot voice and those weird, grindy sounds its limbs make, the acoustics remind me of a track from one of the less accessible German post-punk bands. I've told them every night the pipe network decouples so that the reservoir can refill, and every morning it has to be reset manually. All you have to do is turn the valve thingies so that the water flows directly to the pump. The rest of the servitors seem to get it, but this guy won't stop bugging out. I mean, I know we're supposed to be quote-unquote on-site advisors, but this is getting ridiculous. Do I have to scratch instructions to their stupid, shiny faces?
Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. Alright, time to get the flow going to the right place.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry, I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
What? Okay. Oh boy. Well, well, well.
I can't wait.
I know, I can't.
I can't wait. Almost there. Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand, just like Mom and I used to.
Okay. 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 Right. No, left. Up, down.
What are you doing with your hands there, girl?
Up, down, up, right.
I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
I mean...
Where is it?
This is it.
Where did it go?
We get to play together, what? Maybe 2 more times? Nah, shucks. Farewell tour! Reunion tour in like 6 months. Fans do it all the time. For our adoring fans, it's not that hard to stay in touch, Shelley. We can practice it
Could have
all.
sworn I saw one in here.
Nobody. We got in a fight. Laura and I, after practice, we went out for drinks. There's this row bar in downtown Cody, so we called an auto car and shuttled over. We were the only people there. With the park closing, Cody's becoming a ghost town. The more we drank, the more passive-aggressive our banter became, snowballing out of our control. metastasizing in the empty air between us. And then, there before either of us really knew what was happening, we were yelling at each other. I kept thinking, like, I'm not abandoning her, she's abandoning me, and I guess she was probably thinking something similar. We got quiet for a while, drank more. Eventually Laura ordered an auto car, and we piled into it. Slid as far from each other on the back seat as we could. Arms crossed, staring out the window, and then I heard myself talking. Screw it, I don't care if you stay in touch with me. I'm gonna stay in touch with you whether you like it or not. You're not getting rid of me, ever. Laura looked at me for what felt like ages. I thought she was gonna start yelling, but then her hand crept over mine and we just sat there together. Bottoms up, Shelley. Okay. Let's see.
Not two delves in a row.
Alrighty. Ah. Well.
Okay, let's fix the panel and shut this place down. Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure. Right there in the window. Of course. Look at the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gilden. It must have meant a lot to you.
No. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make.
Alright. Gotta replace that power cell. Ah, I'm stuck. But I gotta turn those valves. I forgot to do that. Ah, I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty. Oh no. Duh.
It's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the forge. You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gilden.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. We'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon? Woo! You're braver than...
Okay.
me. Well, there was no question of that.
And now, oh. I crept in a servitor hell. Is what it's worth. I gotta fix that valve before I do anything. Oh, they updated it. Updates, updates, updates. Well, well, well. Alrighty then. Well, well, well.
Looks like I'm on the right track. There. One step closer. Should do it. I should head back. See if that's okay for us. This must go down to the lower level. Ugh, it stinks down here.
Ooh. Compensatory damages.
See? Check this out. We could just bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that or? Totally. Like, what about after the... Oh, sorry. Just a sec. Laura? I need to take a break. Laura? Hey! Laura!
Dear nobody, I feel embarrassed now thinking about following Laura out of the pump station like a kicked puppy, wondering what horrible thing I might have done until she threw herself into this room and shut the door behind her and just screamed. The fear of abandonment is weirdly self-centered because it presupposes that little old you are filled with such immense destructive power that you're capable of driving every person you care about away. Anyway, at the bottom of the dam, with her on one side of the door and me on the other, she told me that Metallurgic had bought her mom's house, her whole neighborhood, in fact, out from under her to build a new server farm. Oh, God, I don't even like that house, she said. I don't even like Indianapolis. I hated every minute I spent in that city as a kid. When they told us we'd have to leave the dam, I went back to my apartment and I sat on my bed and I prayed to a God I don't even believe in that I wouldn't have to move back home, that I wouldn't have to show up on my mom's front stoop with a suitcase and a bunch of stupid excuses. She was trying not to sound like she was crying, but she sounded like she was crying. I guess I got my stupid wish, huh? I asked her where she'd go, and she laughed. Where else could she go? Back home to help her mom pack up the house, to move with her into whatever dank little one-room hole Metallurgic's quote-unquote display being one of those losers who celebrate their 40th birthday living in the house they grew up in. But now I don't even have that. I have no idea how to make her feel better. So I just sat on the other side of the door and I started singing the song we were working on. The one about being the last two girls on Earth. And eventually she started singing along. Love, Shelley. And now let's get back up. Ta-da! Oh no. And the banging of the deep din is back in action.
Sounds getting louder.
Alrighty then.
She wasn't kidding about the sound.
Welcome to Deep Din. Going to a little deep din. Let's go. Okay. Ooh. Let's see, and there's another data point. And now... final performance.
Live from the illustrious Overflow Basin Studios, it's Concrete Beach Party! A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4! Sellouts and runaway cowards, we've seen your type before. You remove us from the premises, but it's us showing you the door. You make the world so hard to live in. Then act like we should crave a spot. But if we're not good enough for your world, we think your world can rot. Trapped in a circuit of hell.
They still know our worth. Weed and bone don't sell. We're the last girls on earth. Big dudes who draw big paychecks. We're all real impressed. You send robo-scared from Great Beach. There's no one there. Wait a minute. Oh, it's rock stars. They're super cool. Alright, we should be here. And it's in the hell. We still know our worth. Even bone don't sell. We're the last girls on earth. Data points. Message text. Last Girls on Earth by Concrete Beach Party. Recorded in the Overflow Basin Studios. Laura Vogel on guitar. Shelly Guerrera McKenzie on Vox. Electronics percussion courtesy of the magical power of automation. Loss of livelihood also courtesy the magical power of automation. It's been real. XOXO. Bye. And that's it. Let's go to the deep den.
Definitely like me.
Ah, data point. Okay. Last Girls on Earth. Dear Nobody, the auto cars are on their way. Mine will take me to my apartment in Cody. Hers will take her to the vertiport. She brought her luggage with her to work today. Everything she owns packed into 2 little suitcases. She's wearing the fanciest outfit I've ever seen her in. It's for Mom, she said. She bought me this outfit, if you can believe it. Normally, like, who cares? But I don't know. She's dealing with it a lot. We walked through the dam today, listened to all these tapes, read all these messages, and maybe this is one of those quote-unquote sign my yearbook, we'll never lose touch things. But I'm not scared of losing Laura anymore. We're family. We didn't inherit each other or settle on each other. We chose each other. No amount or distance, no number of jerks in bad suits or obsequious robots are gonna tear us apart. So listen, on the off chance that someone ever actually does stumble onto these things, here's the truth. There was this band called Concrete Beach Party. And for a second, it was the best band in the world. And you, whoever you are really, really lucky because you're the only person who ever got to hear them. See you never, the last girls on Earth. Okay.
You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned them by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back. Thank you for draining the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude.
And that is it. Now that Deep Din is finally fixed, let's go back up. Doggone it. And it's nighttime. Well, we got that taken care of. It's got Deep Din. First, well... Okay, let's see. Yeah, long legs. Yep. Got plenty of them. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. Extra crafting equipment. A weapon coil. Okay, let's save. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!